Could get some runs after only getting limited opportunities in the series so far.
Yeah, it's nice to spend a bit of time out in the middle and yeah, get a little bit of momentum with my batting. I suppose I've sort of been a little bit starved for opportunity. I haven't missed an opportunity to make some runs against Pakistan last game, and only batted one ball before that. But yeah, nice to spend a bit of time out there.
A bit hard getting up necessarily for a dead rubber, but not as much sting in this game as there might have been yesterday. What the set will be on Sunday.
Not really. It's still another game for your country. Anytime you get a chance to play for Australia is gold, and yeah, any time you get a chance to win a game for your country is always something you got to take with both hands, and something you can never take for granted. So there's no real such thing as a dead rubber when you're representing your country.
You made a really good start or partnership after the openers didn't contribute too much. How good was the batting with him, and what were you guys talking about in the middle?
Yeah, I suppose it's good batting with a guy like Hetty. He takes a lot of pressure off you. With the way he plays, he hits in different areas and puts the pressure back on the bowler. So for me and him to put on a good partnership, I think we've done it a few times, not just in T20 cricket, but in one-day cricket as well. So yeah, to bat with him, put a bit of pressure on the field, run hard, and yeah, it was good fun out there.
You seemed to target the spinners today. Was that a plan of attack before you came in?
It was probably just sort of the timing of when they were bowling. I'd got myself in, faced 10 or 15 balls, and was able to sort of really expand from there. I think the timing of when they bowled, I think the off spinner came on after I'd faced, I'd been out there for about 4 or 5 overs, so that was the time for me to go, and luckily enough hit it over the rope a couple of times and was able to get some momentum through the middle.
What's next for you after this series, given you're not going to the Australia A tour? What cricket have you got to help bolster your case for a berth in the UAE in a couple of months?
I've got a lot of training. There's not really many games in between now and the UAE. I think it'd just be training and making sure my body's right for that tour.
Do you expect to go on that tour, the Australia A tour to India?
I was hoping to go on it, but as they pointed out, I've been to India, I think over 16 or 17 times now. So there's no real need for me to go over there and try and prove what I can do over there. They've seen me get a Test 100 over there last year, and hopefully I can get some good practice up in Brisbane if I get the opportunity to go up there and do some training. But yeah, I'll just be getting myself fit and ready to go when if I am required to play for them.
And you're pretty confident you'll get a chance to go to the UAE in that touring squad and get a chance to play in those Test matches?
I'd love the opportunity to play in the Test team again. It's been I've had sort of mixed opportunities with the Test side, and probably haven't completely grabbed it with both hands every time that I've had the opportunity. So if I do get the opportunity, I'll be hopefully taking it with both hands this time.
Looking at today's match, did nerves come into play towards the end of the match in terms of the dressing room and things of that nature?
Not totally sure. I know myself and Travis were feeling pretty calm at that stage during the game. We got it down to a runner ball with 4 overs left, and unfortunately my execution let me down, trying to hit one over the top and only hitting it off the toe and ballooning it to cover. And then after that it was just a case of someone standing up and getting the job done, and unfortunately lost Travis. So when you lose your 2 in batters, it can make a small chase a little bit more dicey, but it was good of Stein to finish the job there and show a pretty calm head at the end.
And being able to go over the line so late in the match, does it add anything to the steel to the team to say take it right to the end, or just getting one to get it done as early as possible?
Oh, I think it's just guys just be nice for them to spend a little bit of time out in the middle, even if it is under a pressure situation like that. I know Stein would probably enjoy that bit of time. At least he's got one out of the middle that he can at least have a bit of confidence going into the next game. And I know a few of the guys are going out to have a hit, so they'll be doing everything they can to get ready for this final on Sunday.
Last 2. Can you talk us through that victory celebration or something different?
Yeah, I've been doing a fair bit of work with JL recently, and yeah, it's just about making sure I was watching the ball as hard as I can, and I've been doing a lot of work with that in the nets, and making sure I'm really concentrating, and that's all I'm thinking about at the moment. So yeah, it was just a little gesture towards him.
Obviously Sunday is a final, and it's something that I mean, you guys have played in so many very, very big tournaments around the world. When you get into a final of a tri-series in, little Zimbabwe, are there still a few nerves because of the fact that, there's still quite a bit at stake in terms of rankings and so on, or is it just another day at the office, really?
Well, this is the #1 team we're going to be going up against in the final, and I know we've had a bit of recent success in tri-series with our win in Australia and New Zealand in March, and we really want to keep that winning culture within this side going forward, and if we can continue to win tri-series, regardless of where it is and who's playing, it just breeds a good culture within the side, and if we can continue winning, it'll be good for everyone.
Jack Wilber's first day in international cricket today. How did it go? And looks like he was feeling nerves on the boundary there in the last couple of weeks.
I was saying in the dressing rooms when we lost a couple of years, I said Jack might be the hero in his first game. I'd hit a boundary in the last over and win the game, but luckily enough he wasn't required. He was pretty nervous sitting up there on the balcony, but thought he bowled really well. Obviously a tough ask to bowl the last over in your first game, and for him to get his first wicket for Australia in his first game is outstanding. It took some people a little bit longer. I think it took me about 40 games to get my first wicket for Australia or something like that. So for him to get it in his first game is an outstanding effort for him, and hopefully he can continue to have a good career for Australia.